Welcome back to the eSIM Studios YouTube channel. I wanted to take just a minute to discuss wireless service. That's right, for your cell phone. Google Fi picked up sponsorship for our eSIM Studios YouTube channel, and we are very happy to bring them on board. Now, it's ironic because I actually was in the process of looking for service. As you know, I got phones all over our studio and actually needed another working phone number for some other services and stuff that I got going on the side. And Google Fi came and reached out and wanted to sponsor our show. So I was like, well, sure, yeah. I mean, that sounds really cool. We will give you Google Fi service to test out and try it, so you can be a believer as well. And I've been running Google Fi. See where it says network, Google Fi. I've been running Google Fi on my new Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus. Been very, very happy with it. Very strong signal anywhere I go around town. Very, very fast download speeds. They have unlimited plans. They're flexible plans. They have unlimited plans, right? Best part is you can try their service 100% free, not one single cent, for 7 days. Yes, you get an eSIM to download. Simply download it on your phone, and you're free to try it. Take it with you wherever you go. Test the service. Check your download speeds, all that good stuff. Call quality's been phenomenal. You can test that as well. Texting, all the texts go through. Now, a good part is they not only offer really, really good service at an affordable rate, but they also offer phones. If you're in the market not only for service, but a new phone as well, they got you covered. Now, Google Fi is not offering little rinky-dink phones. I mean, they do have the mid-range, mid-tier phones. If you're not looking to spend that much money on a flagship device, you can get a mid-range phone. However, they do have flagship devices at low prices. Yes, they have the Google Pixel 8, Google Pixel 8 Pro. They got the new Samsung Galaxy S24 series at a discount, at a really, really good discount. So I encourage everybody to go to the Google Fi wireless link that I have in the description box of every single video. I also have the link for you to try their service for free. Phenomenal company, phenomenal service. I could not be happier, honestly. Could not be happier with their service, right? So Google Fi, make the switch to a wireless phone plan at an affordable price. Get unlimited data, international roaming, and more from your friends at Google Fi.
Yeah. Woo.
I just need my space right now.
Fresh off the G5 jet, I'm on my way to a brand new kit.
Welcome back, eSIM Studios podcast live stream episode number 44. It is going to be a quick one this evening. Side note, I'm trying to develop a couple websites and a couple applications. So a lot of my time this afternoon was devoted to that. So I do apologize. I do got a couple of good stories here for us, though, nonetheless. All right, now we're live. We're live on Instagram and we're live on YouTube as well. So I continually run live streams on Instagram and on YouTube whenever we do run a giveaway. Although that will be conducted on YouTube only via the chat and StreamYard's, I guess, giveaway feature that they have implemented. They said it will be coming soon to Instagram. I've emailed them and trying to get those viewers on Instagram incorporated in the giveaway as well. So hopefully that'll be sooner than later. Let's see here. Got it in the background there. Okay. So we do have Pixel news. we also, it's a slow day for technology. I was sporadically looking at Android news, or looking at news period, and just not a lot going on. I do have, side note again, I do have a March 30th is going to be National, I know these are kind of dumb, National Backup Day. National Backup Day. So I was like, man, that's, they got a day for every day of the year. It's some special day. March 30th, National Backup Day. So I'm going to put out a video or number of videos leading up to that, or who knows? I'm going to do something. I haven't really brainstormed that much about it, but just make sure. I wanted to put a video out, whether it's a live stream or pre-recorded, uploaded content, just reminding everybody that how important it is to make sure you have all your devices backed up, that they are secure and backed up. And there's a number of ways you can do it, right? The obvious ways through cloud storage, but there's some other different ways that we will get into that you can basically back up your information. Physical backup, meaning have like a external storage device that you can back up everything on. Very important, because obviously, as you know, losing a device is a pain in the ass. Now, as I mentioned, I probably don't want to get too much into it, but Apple iPhone, Apple iOS, and Google, similar backup, cloud storage, stuff like that, right? But there are some other ways you can back up your devices with physical hardware that we will get into. And I have some devices here that I'll show you how it works and how to back up your device on a physical external storage. So, and now that iPhone's using Type-C, USB Type-C, should be a breeze. Should be a breeze. So, let's see here. Oh wow, we have another. We got a couple Google Fi users here. Cool. Yeah, I have it running on my S24 Plus Fi. Absolutely, I love it. Really good service, fairly cheap, so it's you get a lot of bang for your buck there. And plus, they're running on T-Mobile. Another Fi user. They're running on T-Mobile towers and service, so it's pretty dependable. Long range. As long as you're not going into the country or in the woods, you should be. They provide a really strong signal. And those of you that are interested in getting Fi, Google's wireless service, you can get it for your iPhone too. It's available for iPhone now. I have a link in the video description down below that I think plans start like $20. So, all right. So check this out. Let me share this. Google Pixel 8a. We've known for a while this is coming, right? We've known that it's just another continuation in the A series of devices for Google. Now, there was actually a time, I want to say like 4 or 5 months ago, where there was news that came out that they were going to discontinue the A series, which, those of y'all that are unfamiliar, the A series is basically their cheaper version of their Pixel, right? It's got still amazing cameras. You get the amazing smooth user interface, right, with that you normally get with the regular Pixels. But there was news for a while that they were going to discontinue it. Now, if you've been watching our channel and podcast for a while, I've mentioned many times Google is known for just giving a project the axe, basically starting and stopping projects at random, changing names of projects at random. So you never know really what you're going to get with them. You kind of have your fingers crossed when it comes to these devices, but it does look like this is on the way. And we kind of got confirmation, right? Let me change the... there we go. We kind of got confirmation. Was it today? So it does appear it's on the way. And we got confirmation from a Google employee. Now, how did this news come about? Well, there was a Google engineer in the Pixel department, and they were being interviewed in regards to the there's this really good battery feature, right, in the settings of basically all Androids, but specifically Pixel. It was battery stats. What was it, a year or two ago? After one update, or after a monthly update, I don't remember which one it was, just vanished, just gone. It was I almost checked it daily. I don't want to say daily, but a few times a week, right? To make sure I'm getting good battery life, check my battery stats and all that good stuff. After one update, about a year, 18 months ago, boom, just gone. Very disappointed. No word from Google. Didn't give any explanation as to why it was gone. Well, this engineer announced that this battery stat is coming back, and he let the return of the battery stats option in the settings slip because he said it was going to be coming back with the release of the Pixel 8a. Oops. Yeah. I'm sure he'll get an earful tomorrow morning in a board meeting. Let's see. I'm trying to find this gentleman's name. They might not have it. Let's see. They don't have his name. I was doing some reading earlier, and an engineer. See, it says here they added a new extension of battery stats, which showed charging cycle counts. But the way you read it on the device, it just looks really janky. It's hard to, it's just not really user friendly, right? The chart as far as the battery stats. The old one, the old school one, the OG battery stats is coming back. So I'm definitely rejoicing that. Pixel 8a should be released. I believe it's going to be released at Google I/O, possibly in May. That's when they've typically released all of their A series devices. I was hoping this year that they would release this A series alongside the rest of the Pixels. As you know, they've moved. Newsflash, another big change that Google's doing. They're moving the launch date of the Pixel Fold, their foldable device, the second generation. They're pushing that back so it can be released alongside the new Pixel 9 and 9 Pro. But they've always had weird launch dates with their phones, right? Because they would have the flagship Pixel series at a certain date. Then they would have the Pixel Fold at another date. And then they would have the A series in another date. So they'd have like 3 launch days around the year. I wish they'd just do one day and release everything. Makes it easier for us. Just, I don't know. They have their reasons, but it looks like if they continue what they've shown us in the past, this will be released in May. So now, difference is it appears there's going to be a price hike. Last year's Pixel 7a was a $50 increase from the previous version, Pixel 6a, and that was just due to better specs, right? They did put better components inside their budget phone, which did increase the price a little bit. And this year, I'm not sure if those of y'all are aware, this news just came out as well. They are making a 256 gigabyte storage version of the Pixel 8a. Those of y'all familiar with Pixel, with the A series, they've only released 128. That's it. 128 for the previous A series. For the life of that series. 128 gigs, just not it's just not doing it. So we're definitely looking forward to that. Now, all other specs, I believe, are going to be relatively similar, right? So you're going to have the flagship Pixel cameras. The display is probably the one thing that's not confirmed, or one thing that I'm going to keep my eye on. It's going to have a decent battery, right? Screen, definitely not putting the 2K in there. It'd be like 1080p plus. And it'll have 90 hertz refresh rate. So it'll look similar to last year with just a slight increase. You'll have the new Tensor G3 chip in there. So it'll definitely come with 8 gigs of RAM, and I'm sure the UFS storage will be probably like 3.1. The flagship Pixel 8s are still running UFS 3.1, so they have not been too update friendly on that internal storage. But I will check this out. There's a couple of articles. If you want any more information, I'm going to link some of these in the description box below. I'm really looking forward to that battery, those battery stats coming back. Hang on one second. All right, my bad. Okay. Pixel 8, hang on. Yeah, allergies are so bad, man. Okay. Now, speaking of, I have iPhone news, brand new, hot off the press. Leaks of a slight design change for the iPhone 16. But first, let me show you this. Now, I don't anticipate this selling well. Not the iPhone, I'm talking about something else. I anticipate the iPhone 16 selling really well, even though it looks the same. Basically, it's the last, 4 or 5 iPhones. So there's a new Motorola device. Yes, Motorola. I am not a fan of Motorola. Not necessarily a fan, but I would, every now and then you'd see me with a Motorola phone, but that was in rotation. But that was like 5 or 6 years ago. Now they're just, they've been bought and sold a couple times. The brand, Motorola, I think Google purchased them, and then Lenovo owns them. I'm not sure if they sold again, but they're just on and off with their mobile division. And my number one gripe with Motorola is their updates. So probably about 4 months, I didn't even make a video about it. I should have, because I could have blasted them. I got a free phone from T-Mobile. Now, I returned it, but that free phone was a Motorola, I don't know what it was. It was a Moto something. And it comes out the box, right from the store, with outdated software. Not only outdated software, but they hardly ever update their devices. They just don't. Way behind. I don't know if that division of their mobile department is not. Look, I don't know what their deal is with updates. It just doesn't seem like they're as committed in their mobile division. But this is going to be coming out nonetheless. A Motorola Edge 50 Pro. Here's the other thing. Samsung has the Samsung Galaxy S24, right? S23, S22, S21, S20. They have a name recognition, a name brand, a flagship device that dates back for years. Google has their Pixel line. Apple has their iPhone. Motorola cannot stay consistent with their phones, right? Even with the naming. This was a surprise kind of release. They didn't have anything in the works. They didn't have any plans for any future flagship devices. Now, when we say flagship devices, you're talking about, high dollar, high value components. And Motorola is known, at least now they are, for having the cheaper phones, right? On the cheaper side, where you can go in and get as I mentioned earlier, a free phone from your carrier. Man, I could not return that quick enough. I should have checked it in the parking lot, but shame on me. I was in a hurry. Let's see. So, Motorola Edge 50 Pro. How many colors is it going to come in? 3 colors. What is that? A pearl white? Sandstone? Something like that. And you have your purple or violet and a traditional black. Let's see. It will be called the Motorola X50 Ultra in China. See, here's the other thing. They name them different, which isn't that uncommon in the mobile world. But the iPhone is the iPhone worldwide. The Samsung S24 Ultra is the S24 Ultra worldwide. The Nothing Phone 2 is the Nothing Phone 2 worldwide. So I don't know why they changed names up. Maybe branding deals or naming rights that interfere with another company. But let's look at the statistics here. What do they have in store for the specs? It says this is interesting. The purple and black iterations might have a faux leather backs. Man, I can't get down with that. Having a fake leather back. Look, I don't even like real leather cases or backs or covers on my phone. I don't want one that's like stuck on there that I can't even take off. Let's see. Triple rear setup. 50 megapixel, 1.4 main sensor, and a 13 millimeter ultra wide, and a 73 millimeter telephoto. That'll be marketed as your 3 times optical zoom. This one is not following trends with a flat screen. It looks like it will have a curved display, 6.7 inches in size, which is a pretty common size for your relatively big flagship Android, right? Because the S24 Plus is that size, your Nothing Phone 2 is that size, 6.7, and I believe the Pixel 8 Pro is that size. So that's a traditional average screen size for your flagship devices nowadays. It's gonna have 165 hertz refresh rate. I don't think you can physically tell the difference between your 120 and your 165. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think I've ever used a device with over 120 hertz refresh rate. In fact, I don't think I have. So who am I to say, right? It will have the latest and greatest Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. And it will have 12 gigs of RAM, which is good to see. They've been stuck on 8 gigs of RAM for a very long time, right? It's going to ship with a 4,500 milliamp per hour battery and support 125 watt wired charging. Having a 50 watt wireless charging is good too. You rarely see that, right? Now, I'm assuming all of these stats are coming to the US because sometimes they'll have to bump down. They'll have to reduce the charging speeds for their devices that they ship here to America. But we'll see. We'll have to wait and see. The leaked renders show the date of April 3rd, which may or may not be the release date of this device. Nothing is official as of yet. Motorola has already started teasing it in China. Let's see. Oh, I don't want to play the video, but it looks like, is there any different? Interesting. Okay, well, I'll have to wait and see. Again, I'm not going to be getting this. And honestly, I can't even recommend it because of the bad update schedule that they have put forward. It's just not worth it. For the price that they're going to ask for it, you might as well go get another flagship device. I have 144 hertz on my Razer Plus, and I can't tell the difference. Oh, okay. That's what I thought. I thought it was humanly impossible. Maybe not. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't think I've used anything with over 120, but let's see. Yeah, I haven't really looked into that ThinkPhone. I know a couple of other YouTube channels actually have them and have tested them. Now I think Motorola sent them a phone. They probably will not be sending me a phone after watching this. But look, it's not. I don't hate them. I just think they need to, update their freaking phones. See, look, you're still got. You just. Oh wow! You just now got Android 13 on your Edge 2022, and we're about to roll into Android 15. So, see what I mean? Although their foldable looks pretty cool, but again, how often are they going to update it? All right. Let's see here. iPhone. Okay, so we got leaks on this new iPhone 16. I think this is the 16 Pro. Surprise, surprise. No big changes, but here it is. Now, do I have iPhone? I have the colors. Now this is the scheme, right? This is the CAD design. Looks pretty similar, right? Now they can touch it up and make it look nice and pretty with some colors. We already did a show or an episode on the 16, the base iPhone 16 and 16 Plus. All the colors. You know what? Let me see if I got that. Hang on. Let me show you. I know I have it. I just need to upload the photo. I think I deleted it. Let me see here. Let's see, iPhone 16. I could Google search it, but there's going to be a lot of crap that they pull from the internet. So I have the photo right here. Here we go. Let me download this and upload this. All right, so let me upload it real quick and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so here's the 16. Let me pull this off. Remember, this is going to be the 16 and 16 Plus, sort of their base smaller version and base mid-size or bigger version. And remember, the 16 and 16 Plus are only going to have two cameras. The Pro and the Pro Max have that third camera on the back. But let me show this. This is just the what the hell? There we go. So that's the that is the iPhone 16 and the 16 Pro. So it's going to look fairly similar, right? There's only a couple of things that I can tell that are different, and it's the island around the camera, right? The around of that camera island, it's a little different, but again, it's a little different. Yeah, they've certainly refined it, right? They found a design language that hit it out of the park when they kind of started using this design language. Man, they really stuck with it, but ever so slightly every year they'll tweak it just a teeny tiny bit here and there. And that's what we'll get with this new one. Let me see if I got any more. Hang on. All right, I actually don't have any more photos. That's the only photo I have. But going back, let me take this off. Going back to the iPhone 16 Pro, I'm going to show you what they changed, what they tweaked. Okay. Let me pull it up on my other monitor here. Okay, so it says that all that's going to be changed is basically the captivative button, not the that one that you can program. Well, they're gonna make it a little bigger, right? They're gonna make it a little bigger, and you're also gonna be able to program it to more functions on the device. It was limited to a number of applications. The iPhone 15 Pro and 15 Pro Max, it was limited, I believe, to a number of functions and or apps that you could use it with. And I think, don't quote me, but I believe I've seen and heard you will be able to now program that action button to any application on the phone. At least that's what I've heard. And multiple applications, right? So if you wanted to, once I get my app developed and on the App Store, you could program your camera for one click and it would open the camera. Just for example, you could double click it and it would go to your calendar app, and you could triple click it 3 times real fast and it'll open up the eSIM Studios app. Let's see. So the action button and or capture button placed right under the power on the top right side of the frame. So it would be, this would be the right side of the frame. Yeah, so it would be just under the power buttons here. Your action button. Can y'all see my cursor on the screen? Yeah. So the right side, obviously, when you're looking at the device, your camera's be in the back. So this would be the right side. So this would be the button right here. They're going to make it bigger. Remember the action button on the iPhone? Hang on. I got one right here. Sorry, I couldn't figure out which one is. So the action button would basically be here. Does the power. So they would have the action button. Right there. Kind of, can you, damn it, it won't focus. I have to get it in just the right lighting. So right there, the top one, you kind of have where the mute slider was, right there up top. This one's going to be much bigger, right? This one's going to be considerably bigger. Look. Can I zoom in? How the hell do you zoom on Chrome? I don't have a touch screen, but anyways, you can see right there on the right photo how much bigger this one's going to be. So just a slight design change, right? Nothing crazy. We have the new dimensions down here. It'll be slightly taller. The Pro, right? Look at this. The Pro, iPhone 16 Pro is going to be a 6.3 inch screen. This year's iPhone 15 Pro was a 6.1 inch screen. So that will have, damn it. So that will be another, there we go, sorry. So that'll be another slight change. The new iPhone 16 Pro is going to be slightly bigger. Likely, so it'll be, the dimensions show it just a hair, about 1 millimeter taller, but they're actually going to increase that screen size by shrinking the bezels, meaning the little black strip that goes all wherever the screen is, right here. The little black strip that goes, damn, now you can't see my cursor. What the hell? Oh well. The black strip that goes on the left side of the schematics design on the left side that shows that dynamic island, that little black strip that goes all the way around the display, they're just going to shrink that, which is going to expand the screen again just a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit, right? Let's see, anything on the 16 Pro Max. It says also the 16 Pro, iPhone 16 Pro will adopt last year's, or I guess this year's. Well, no, I guess technically it would be last year's. It was released in September, but the new iPhone 16 Pro is going to adopt the iPhone 15 Pro Max tetraprism telephoto camera, and the hardware might not fit inside the existing iPhone 15 Pro. So that's why. So they're adding a new feature to the camera, and I'm sure that sensor, the glass that's actually on the back here, just have to make it slightly bigger, right, to fit that extra hardware in there. It says, let's see, what does this one show? Oh, but that's on the base iPhone 16. So those are the photos that I showed with the color. Interesting. So, oh, check this out. iPhone 16 Pro going to offer up to 2 terabytes of storage and larger batteries. Wow. Now this is a mock-up. And obviously this is a older mock-up, right? Because look at the action button on this one. See how small it is? It's like last year's. So this new report we got today says that it's going to be much bigger. It'll basically look like this one on the right side, on the left side right there. So let's see. Battery information, 3355 milliamp per hour battery. Damn, that is small. Oh, just over 3,000. Huh. Now, what does the S24 have? S24. battery size. S24, the base model of Samsung's flagship, has a 4,000 milliamp battery. Let's see. Interesting. Okay. Any new information? iPhone 17 with a upgraded front selfie camera sensor. Uh-oh. What do we got here? Big news, big news, big news. iPhone 16 and 16 Plus are going to get 8 gigs of RAM and Wi-Fi 6E. That's pretty big. Now, they're late to the party. We've had, I say we, Android users have had 8 gigs of RAM for a long time. I don't even know when. I was going to say probably 8 years or more. So, interesting to see that they're finally, I think they feel the pressure, right? Not necessarily, well, I shouldn't say that. In specs, pressure. In sales, iPhone's always going to beat out anything else, at least here in America and most countries in the world, right? But I think they start to feel the pressure, that hardware pressure. The specs, they keep on getting called out for having old, not necessarily old specs, but they just don't ever upgrade like stuff like the RAM, right? Or Wi-Fi 6E. The S24 Ultra's already got Wi-Fi 7, Wi-Fi 7 connectivity. So I think it's time for them to upgrade some of their stuff, right? Look at what this person's saying. It's just what I said. Yeah, 6E is old. We have Wi-Fi 7 now. Yeah. Yep, that's iPhone for you. Let's see what front sensor they're gonna have. By the way, don't y'all hate the time change? God, I hate it, man. I freaking hate the time change. Okay, so the selfie, reportedly all iPhone 17 models will get a new 24 megapixel front-facing camera with a 6P lens. A major improvement from the 12 megapixel 5P unit on current iPhones. Now, check this out. A very interesting piece of information. And I'm not sure if y'all find it interesting, but I do. But I'm a nerd when it comes to this stuff, so I find this stuff very interesting. So, GSM Arena, one of my favorite websites. But by the way, I love. They provide you with a ton of information, a ton. I'll link this in the description as well. But look at this. So their top 10 most searched phone. Just knock my water over. Top 10 most searched phones on their website. Number 1 being the Nothing Phone 2A. It was just released. You know what? I think it's going to be available to purchase in stores and on their website on the 12th. So that'll be what, on Tuesday? We'll have to check on our Tuesday show. We will check Swappa and eBay and also their website to see if I can get my hands on one, if y'all can purchase one as well. I know they're not selling it in the US technically, but that developer program, we'll have to see if they update us with any more information on that. But look at this. The Xiaomi got the second spot. S24 at number 3, but look how many more people searched for the 2A over any other device. Basically doubles the search for the S24 Ultra and blew away the Xiaomi device as well. And you know what else is interesting? Look at number 6 most searched phone on their website. iPhone 11. iPhone 11. That's what, four years old. So, interesting what people search and look for. But let's see, is there any more news? We already did the Moto. Here's another shot of the Moto X. What are they calling it? X50 Pro that we had touched on earlier. Interesting. Well, folks, that might do it for the Sunday edition. Let me see here. What else do we got? It's a slow day in the tech world. Yeah, so I guess that'll do it. But moving forward, for those of y'all that missed, March 30th is National Backup Day. I guess just making sure everybody's aware that I guess have your backups in order. But I'm going to do a video and show you how to check to make sure your backups are activated on your device, whether you have an iPhone or an Android. But I'm also going to explain how you can back up your information, photos and info on a physical device, physical hardware, an external hard drive. I'll show you what you need to get. It's only, 2 things basically, and I think one of them we already have, which is a cable. But I'll show you what you need to do, how to physically back up. It's not a cloud storage, it's a physical backup of your photos, files, music, all that stuff. We will do that in the future, and then we have more reviews on the way. Still have to do a review for the monitor, 4K monitor right here. And I also have another portable monitor for a review on that. And then we'll knock out the Minisform Mini PC. And we will do a couple of giveaways this week. We will do a Raycon Everyday Earbuds giveaway. And then we will also do another Google Nest Wi-Fi router giveaway. I don't have it scheduled at the moment. So it could be between tomorrow and Friday, who knows, but I'll probably get that scheduled this week, and I'll put out a YouTube community post just describing the roadmap for this week, the channel, what we are reviewing, and the giveaways that are going to be conducted this week. Might have 3. I might do like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I think that sounds good. So yeah, so stay tuned. And we got a lot coming here on the channel. I have a lot of emails I have to go through, sponsorship, companies reaching out for sponsorships and all sorts of stuff. So I got to go through all that and pick and choose wisely. But yeah, so I'm going to get out of here. It's getting late, so I do appreciate you joining me on this Sunday evening. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I know I did, and back at it Monday morning. So I hope everybody gets a little extra sleep. I know that time change is difficult for me. Man, I don't know why they still have that stupid time change. Anyways, it was nice. I used to live in St. Thomas in the Virgin Islands, and they didn't follow the time change. It was when it was 2 in the afternoon every day. It was 2 in the afternoon every day, 365 days a year. So that was nice. All right, folks. Please enjoy the rest of the evening, and I will see you all tomorrow. Peace out.